To my baseball seniors, we will remember the class of 2020 for a very, very long time. Last year, you capped an undefeated regular season with the 2019 PSAA Championship, our first team title in baseball since 1999. You've taken our program to the heights, and this field behind me can very much be called the house that the class of 2020 built. We have a very bright future in baseball, and it's such a testament to all of the hard work that you've put in. We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much for some incredible memories, some amazing times out here on Jeff Adams Field, and we're so looking forward to seeing what successes you find yourselves in the future. Don't forget about us, and remember that you're Bears always. Thanks so much, guys.
I'm here with Coach Macchia, Coach Bacher, and we're here to kind of celebrate our seniors today. Before we get to that, we wanted to take you around the field a little bit, which a lot of work has been done lately, still a work in progress, but we could show you some of the fencing that's happened. So if you look over here, you guys have a new place to warm up, get ready to hit. You can see that around the ballpark, kind of the top of this area has all been fenced off to protect our fans. Fencing extends all the way down. You can see our new cage is being built, tunnel for hitting. And then if you look all the way down there where our team mascot bear is, you can see the double barrel bullpens that we have in. There's another set of bullpens on the other side. And I think this field is going to serve us well in the future. Sorry that we didn't get to play on it this year, but we're going to definitely make sure that we invite you guys all back, especially you seniors. At least get a game or scrimmage or something on here, maybe an alumni game or something like that. So yeah, the three of us are here, and we're going to just kind of talk about our seniors. I'll say a few words, and then we'll chat a little bit. So yeah, so what I wanted to just start with is just kind of the motto of the team this year. We talked a lot about family right from the get-go, and I was thinking about why family is so important as our team motto. And I think what it comes down to is families, that family structure, I believe, is actually something that God has put in place to keep us together through adversity. And I think that really applies to the game of baseball. I think baseball applies to life really well. There's ups, there's downs, there's a lot of things you can't control, and then there's some things that you can control, right? And so I think with the family structure that we had as a team, when we went through adversity, we were able to kind of keep it together. And I think, especially with kind of just looking to the moment, we always say, look to the next pitch, right? And I've been thinking a lot about how maybe that's how we should go through this season as well, is maybe we can't control all the things that are happening out there with this virus and the economy being shut down and us not being able to get out on the field and play, but we can control kind of what's immediately in front of us. We can control the next pitch. We can control what we do, whether that's taking care of our families, being a good brother or sister, being a good son or daughter in the moment. So I think that family atmosphere really applies to what we're going through right now, and it was something that was strong on our team. And as I talk about these three seniors, it's clear that there was some adversity this year. The first guy that comes to mind is Jack. Jack Carr, probably one of the best overall athletes I've ever coached in my career. Absolute amazing athlete. It was unfortunate because the day he got here, we basically learned that, he had this arm problem and he was going to need to rehab for most of the year. And I think about Jack, I think about the discipline that took, right? If Jack had taken that whole kind of vision for how much rehab he was going to have to do and extend that into his psyche day to day, that would be really difficult. But instead, you saw Jack just every day kind of doing the little things that he needed to do to recover. And by the time we got to the spring season, Jack had returned to being that great athlete. And we were really excited for him to play shortstop for us this year and maybe some outfield. And, we saw a swing and the way he was able to strike the ball, and really exciting athlete. It's too bad that we didn't get to play with Jack on this field, but we are certainly very excited to see him at SBU next year and to be able to go watch him play and see all the amazing things we know that he'll do. Also really want to just mention that I think, although we weren't able to see Jack on the baseball field, there are some amazing results that Jack, had this year in terms of his academic ability. I think Jack came here really wanting to become a student. And
I wanted to echo what Coach Moniz said, is that I was excited about you being on the team this year, but unfortunately, we never got to see you play. I saw you in practice, and I saw the leadership you provided for the other kids, and I was real happy about that. And I think your being here made a lot of the other kids better because they watch your work ethic and they watch you and they learn stuff from you. So I was real happy having you here. But like I said, unfortunately, I didn't get to see you play this year. But hopefully next year, since you're going to be across the street, it'd be sort of cool to come watch you and play in some games. So, hope to see you soon, and take it easy.
All right, Jack, to me, exemplified the love of the game. Right? If there was ever anyone who wanted to be out there at all times, it was Jack. Ernie Banks once said, "It's a great day for baseball, let's play 2." Pretty sure Jack would have played 3. He got out on the field every day, even when he was hurt. He did his drills. He wanted every extra round of batting practice there was. He played basketball until we kicked him out of the building. Right? Jack loved to compete. And he competed in aspects he hadn't competed in before. In academics, he started to become a scholar here. He sat down every night. We knew he was a baseball player coming in, but we didn't know, right, that he had the work ethic and integrity that he did in the classroom. And seeing that, I know that he'll be ready for his next steps at SBU.
So the next senior that we want to honor here is Joe Wozni. Joe has been here for the last 4 years, and he's seen the full spectrum of what Stony Brook baseball was and what it has become. And you think about being a team that really hadn't won much at all, to winning 5 games his freshman year, to winning to making it to the playoffs the following year, to winning a championship the year after that, and then this year to be competing on the national stage at the PBR tournament. It just says a lot about, and when I think about that whole process, I don't think anybody has been more critical to the team than Joe. Someone who just, when he was on the mound, we won, and when you could count on that, that has the ability to really kind of raise a program to a new level. And I think we need to thank Joe a lot for that. Joe has also been a leader on this team from the beginning. I think just like other leaders that we have had, a lot of people kind of look up to Joe, and they see his work ethic, they see the way that he takes the game of baseball, and they emulate that because they want to be great, and he is a great player. Just like our other seniors, though, Joe also has gone through some adversity this year with the torn labrum, and that happened just a couple weeks before we were about to go on our tournament, and Joe found out the bad news. And what was really kind of I think amazing about that process, and to watch Joe walk through that, was that there wasn't panic, there wasn't depression or feeling like this was all coming to a screeching halt. It was just, okay, what do I have to do to rehab and come back even stronger? And you find out from the doctors that this guy's probably had a torn labrum since the fall, and possibly before that. So we know Joe was throwing 87 to 90 miles an hour with a torn labrum. I can only imagine how hard he's going to be throwing when he fully recovers. And Joe has expressed some interest in maybe coming back next year as a PG, and we would obviously love to have that. We'd love to have all our seniors back, to be honest. But if that's a possibility for Joe, we really welcome that, because he's been such a leader and so instrumental in the development of this program. He's a guy that I've gotten to know really well, and I'm really proud of him. So I'll let some other coaches talk now about Joe Wozni.
Hey Joe, how you doing? I'm not going to talk about your skills as a baseball player, because you have plenty of that. But the main thing I want to talk about is how, along with Coach Moniz, you brought a lot of professionalism to our baseball team, which we hadn't had in the past. So it's been really good. It's really helped improve our program. And additionally, like I said, it's been a lot of fun to watch you play. Your pitching, your hitting even, and maybe not your base running, but the other 2 things you're great at. Another thing that helped us out a little bit is your coaching. You were like another coach on the field, coaching the younger guys and the older guys, and helping us out all the time. So I really enjoyed having you on the team. It'd sort of be nice if it works out. It'd be nice having you back again next year. But either way, I know you have a great baseball career in front of you, and also a great career at college if that's what you choose. So it's fun coaching, and I hope to see you.
Joe Wozni. Joe Wozni has, I would say, that Michael Jordan gene, that desire to win at all costs, and it infected our baseball team this year. I've only been coaching here for 1 year, but the level of seriousness and commitment to the program, not just on the field, but in the weight room, on the track, in the fall, right? He taught our team how to prepare. And I think that's something that's going to serve him very well moving forward. Again, as Coach Mona mentioned, he might come back next year for a PG year, and we would love to have him, not just as a pitcher, but as a leader to teach our younger kids how to play the game and how to prepare right. Joe, you went through adversity, you grew into a man this year, right? You have undergone more in probably a year than most people go through their entire teenage lives, and you're going to be better for it. You're going to be stronger. I can't wait to see what happens when that labrum's healthy, and I can't wait to see you get drafted one day.
All right, last senior to talk about is E-Man. Last but not least, he's been here longer than any other senior. He's been here longer than I've been here. So E-Man has played for this program since he was in the 7th grade. When I got here my first year, his freshman year, he was serious about baseball, and you could see that he just wanted to figure out how to get to the next level in high school, and find a way that he could play this game in college. And through working with E-Man, he is one of the most improved guys that we've ever had. I've seen him go from being kind of regular size to being very, very fit, very strong. He has improved his ability in the outfield greatly. Has worked on his swing since the moment that I got here, and has a very good swing now. And I'm really, really proud to say that this guy is going to be a very good college baseball player. And Gettysburg is blessed to have this guy step out onto their field, not just as a ball player, but as a student and as a leader and as a community member. E-Man has proven that he can be excellent and well-rounded in all those things. I try to picture what E-Man was like in the 7th grade on this field, and I can't picture him immature. E-Man is such a mature guy now that I can't even go there. He kind of adds that kind of maturity level to the team. He takes care of some of the younger guys. Ben, we're talking to you right now. He has been a guy that has been an absolute very strong leader for us, and really, really proud of this guy. And he needs to come back, and we need to have a game out here so that he can have at least one game as a senior or an alumni on this field. So,
when I think about what I would like a Stony Brook student to be, a Stony Brook student to be a great athlete, a great scholar, a great leader, and have impeccable morals. And to me, that's who I got to know E-Man as this year. Again, he works hard. Yeah, E-Man, you're quiet, but you were a leader, right? Ben looks up to you. Johan looks up to you. And all of those younger guys, they watched you every day get to the weight room first. And they watched you leave last. They watched you out here in the fall working off of the tee because you couldn't make practice, because you were part of the cross-country team. Right? You were a major, major influence, far beyond baseball, on a lot of these kids, and your presence on the team meant a lot. It was really important to have you, and a lot of fun. You were a calming influence, you were a teaching influence, and you did a lot of great things for this program, far beyond what you will ever see. Right? In some ways, we think about this as teachers or coaches, right? We judge our success by those who we've taught and what we pass on, and I think your legacy will be a lot like that. You've passed on a lot to these kids. and you may not see it, but what you've left here will give these kids, right, motivation and role model look at as they continue in their career.
All right, so we started this conversation and our honoring of the seniors with talking about family, and I want you to know that you three seniors, even if you're not here next year, as you go, you will always be part of this family, and we want you to be back here. We want to support you as you leave here, and we really want to honor you because you've passed the mantle. You've laid down a legacy. And I think the things that you have done for this program this year, they live on even as you're in college next year, playing for a different team. So we love you guys. We appreciate you all. I'm proud to be your coach, and I speak for all three of us when we say that. Proud to be a Bear, and we wish you all the best of luck.
D-Man, one thing that's very impressive to me is how much you love baseball. You loved baseball since you were in 7th grade. I coached you in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. At the time you were called E-boy, but now you're an E-man. So, and you've really improved, as Coach Mona said. And you've been very versatile because you played for us. I think you played first base. I know you played third base. You played shortstop. You played the outfield positions. And you've pitched. So, very versatile. Love baseball, and you've been a lot of fun. It's been really great knowing you all these years because you're such a nice person, and you're a kid that I really admire. I know you're going to go far in college, and you're going to play on a good team, and you're going to be a good ball player for that team. So I'm really happy, and I look forward to maybe seeing you catch some games if you play around here. It'd be really nice. So good luck wherever you go, man. And one thing I want to say to all three of you is that I'm very impressed by how much you all love baseball. This year, our baseball team had kids that love baseball, not just you guys, but our younger kids, which is what hasn't always been the case. And it's really been fun to be coaching and playing along with kids that really love to play baseball. So I've enjoyed all three of you, and I've enjoyed the whole team. All right, man, take care.